Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at Apecoin. We're going to have a look at the NFT drop that they had and how terrible it was. And I'm going to sort of question a few things. So you're going to definitely want to stay tuned for what I've got to say on Apecoin and their land sale and all this stuff, right? Because, you know, I think there was some stuff that in my eyes, and obviously this is just my opinion, it's not necessarily factual, but it does look like this is, you know, there's been some sort of stuff done deliberately in order to I guess have a need to move chains. But we have seen Apecoin go on a bit of a tear, and the other message that I kind of want to deliver, right, we've seen a big drop off, not personally, not on our channel necessarily. I mean, I think we've had a drop off and that's to be expected, but you know, across the board, right? It doesn't matter which YouTube channel, which Twitter feed, engagement is down right now. The sentiment in the market is terrible. And, you know, really the message that I kind of want to deliver to people now is we talk about generational level wealth. We talk about the real money, the generational level wealth money being made in bear markets. So, you know, times like this with what we see with Russia and Ukraine, fuel prices going up, you know, be that gas, you know, energy prices, all that sort of stuff, food prices increasing, you know, particularly with imports from Ukraine coming to a complete stop, inflation, the strength of the dollar increasing, you know, meaning that, you know, exports from the US are, you know, more expensive because, you know, other currencies are struggling against the dollar, right? There's all this stuff going on, but whilst all this stuff and this bearish scenario that we've got currently, this is where all the best opportunities are. It's just my opinion, not a financial advisor, but it's definitely a message that I want to deliver to people. The opportunities are still here, and actually this is, in my opinion, the time that you should be, you know, more engaged, not less engaged, because this is where the generational level wealth is made. So share this message, let people know, let me know your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoy this sort of content and you want to support the channel, mash up that like button, support us, you know, in delivering the messages and keeping people up to date with crypto. And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And let's get down into the juicy stuff, the stuff that you came here to view, right? Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to start on coin market cap. And currently we're at $1.76 trillion by total market cap, up 1.09% at the time. At the time of recording. Bitcoin is underneath $39,000 at 38,961.31, up 1.27% at the time of recording. And you know, we've got the Fed announcement in a few hours time, so you know, expect volatility in this market. We might go up before we come down. We might go down before we go up. At the moment, the market is unsure where we're going. Now, I'm not the technical analysis guy, that's Nick. I'm not really going to sort of delve into the technical analysis side of things, but ultimately the way I see it at the moment is there's, you know, ample opportunities, you know, to get into some of these projects at remarkable prices. No FOMOing in, no, you know, investing based on anything that we say here or any other YouTuber or influencer. There's no substitute for your own research. You've got to go do that and make your own decisions in this space. But ultimately, you know, these opportunities are, you know, rearing their heads, and we could have more opportunities on the way. So stay engaged is the message that I really want to deliver to people. I think it's an important message. And if it's one thing that you listen to in this video, it should be that, be engaged. Okay, so Apecoin ranked 30th by market cap, and it went on a bit of a tear today. So currently up 3.55% at $15.83. You know, it ran from like $14.58 all the way up to $17.49 before obviously pulling back. Now, why did this happen, you ask? This is because they've looked to integrate with Polygon Matic. Now, Nick and myself have speculated that we thought perhaps Harmony One would be, you know, one of the candidates for Apecoin to migrate to, particularly with the Bored Ape Yacht Club partnership that they had surrounding NFTs. The other one was Matic, Polygon, and it looks like they've decided to go with Polygon Matic. So, it's an interesting one, but, I do question whether there's some, I guess, opportunities taken in order to make this look like it was something that was heavily needed. And what I'm sort of speculating on, and it is speculation, I don't know whether any of this is factual, but I think it's really important to highlight that there was some real big issues with the land sale. Now, these issues didn't necessarily need to be issues. And I think this is what is really interesting, because the company behind this land sale and the Bored Ape Yacht Club, it's not like they're a small company anymore, right? Like, they know what they're doing. And ultimately, I think, there was an opportunity to migrate to another chain, and opportunities, let's just put it this way, I feel were taken. And this was, a simple code fix could have reduced the gas fees. And this is something that's been highlighted numerous occasions, right? Like, the code that was used, it's almost like it was deliberate, like in the fact that, they wanted a bit of a gas war. They wanted an excuse to migrate away from Ethereum. And ultimately, they executed this. And if it was deliberately done, then I think it was done very, very well. If it wasn't deliberate, which, I'm finding it very, very challenging to understand why they didn't just make the code work to reduce the gas fees. So yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm going to link this article, which goes into loads of detail on the gas fees and the code that they could have implemented in order to significantly reduce the gas fees. And I mean, people were paying like $10,000 in gas fees to mint the land. The other thing to mention is obviously Elon Musk has obviously put a tweet out as well, just around Apecoin, and ultimately, again, the price has moved up, and it's one of those, this guy is able to move the market, but this is crypto, and this is why we need to stay engaged. So if we go over here, so you've got the other side, here we go, let's load it up, and ultimately the floor price is 3.4 ETH currently, and I think that is a pretty decent price, under $10,000. I can't say that I'm massively taken back by the artwork for some of these NFTs, but ultimately, yeah, it's an interesting one. I think it's just going to do well just because of the Bored Apes in particular. But yeah, it's an interesting one for me. It's almost like some of these pieces of land, like they run out of time to, like this one, it's like they run out of time to put anything on it. I mean, what on earth is going on? And that one's over $10,000. But if we go back to the Apecoin, we expected a run, in the lead up to the land sale. I think we saw that to a point. We come back down, and it's still probably a little bit overheated in the market for Apecoin. I think it will die down. It's got to find its base price, but it's going to be interesting to see what they look to do in the future that's going to increase this price over time. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on Apecoin. It's one that I'm not particularly fond of currently, but I really want to understand more about what the plans are. So I am going to invest more of my time to understand the space when it comes to Apecoin and the Bored Ape Yacht Club's land sale and stuff like that. But I can't help but feel that the land sale was kind of set up in such a way that was deliberate when it came to costing a lot in gas. and he's definitely led to an excuse to move over to another chain, which seems to be Polygon. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything Apecoin. Really interested to understand, more about this particular project. And, again, just want to make a note that, this project wasn't here. I say this project, but this coin wasn't here, 10, 12 months ago. And the message that I want to deliver to anybody that hasn't got money on the sidelines to get into to the market for some of the wonderful opportunities that we have now and the potential opportunities that we're going to have in the future, like, not every opportunity is an opportunity for everyone. And the point that I want to make is there's other opportunities that are going to rear their heads. It's going to happen. Apecoin wasn't here 12 months ago. There'll be another coin that, again, will do really well, will come out of nowhere. And ultimately, that might be that opportunity. So, just look at the market, never invest more than you're willing to lose. Obviously, none of this is financial advice, but the market is a volatile space. You need to make sure that you keep yourself engaged with content, be it news articles, whether it be following the projects that you've researched and you really, really like. I think that these are the times that we should be heavily engaged in the space. This is, in my opinion, here and maybe over the next couple of months, where there's going to be some perfect opportunities to dollar cost average into the market and make some phenomenal gains further down the line. I have said this before, the bear market is where the generational level wealth is made. This is where, you get into a market and then, the next bull run comes, the next bull run goes, and ultimately you're still in profit. So do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Really interested to know. Mash up that like button. It really does support the channel. And it shows that you were engaged and you enjoyed the content. And, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss one of those videos. With all that said, done and out of the way, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.